Well, guys, once again, good evening. Welcome to our session. Bueno, antes de arrancar, más o menos en la mañana les envié un correo contándoles lo referente a Moodle. Quizás de pronto caí en cuenta, bueno, quizás ustedes también se dieron cuenta. Es una aula nueva entre lo que cabe decir. No sé a esas alturas realmente exactamente el daño cuál fue o qué fue lo que ocurrió realmente. Entonces lo que se tuvo que hacer fue inscribirlos en una nueva aula. Yo les contaba en ese correo que a pesar de que pues se sabía que ustedes ya habían avanzado, algunos de ustedes en el desarrollo de ciertas actividades, pues esa copia de seguridad al parecer o no se puede recuperar o al momento de recuperarse ya estamos es en el siguiente ciclo, ya que pues el jueves estamos terminando. Sé que no es la medida más agradable tal vez, pero pues infortunadamente eso es lo que hay. Hello, good evening, Jorge. Entonces yo les decía que pues obviamente por tiempos no estaría bien solicitar todas las actividades porque pues no. La idea es hacer las dos primeras entonces de cada unidad. Nos enviaron a hacer la revisión y todos están matriculados en esta, digamos, nueva aula. Ya están todos, ya me di cuenta que algunos ya lograron entrar. Pero bueno, infortunadamente, pues esa es la circunstancia nueva extra, por decirlo así, que tenemos para este ciclo. Entonces, la idea es de la unidad 5. Entonces, pues digamos, el training lo vamos a omitir. Entonces, hacemos la primera y la segunda, de las 6 también la primera y la segunda, la séptima la primera y la segunda, y la octava la primera y la segunda. Nos vamos a quedar con esas. ¿Listo? Si ustedes quieren avanzar más, ya es, pues, digamos, entiendo que si tienen tiempo, les gusta realizar los cuestionarios, perfecto. Pero al momento que yo vaya a descargar el consolidado de notas, me voy a enfocar es en esos cuestionarios en particular. Yo creo que varios ya conocen Moodle en otros contextos, ya los conocen de adentro tal vez. Y cuando uno descarga el calificador, uno puede escoger exactamente qué es lo que uno quiere que descargue, por decirlo así. Entonces, cuando yo lo vaya a descargar, solo voy a tomar las dos primeras de cada una de las unidades. Reitero, si ustedes quieren realizar, si el tiempo les da para hacer todas de cada unidad, súper bien. Pero por lo menos asegúrense de hacer las dos de cada una. Y bueno, también les contaba en ese correo que entonces esa sería la última nota a recoger y por eso quedaba el plazo hasta el sábado, ya que pues entonces sería como lo último, por decirlo así, que yo suba a la plataforma, porque recordemos que este lunes 17 estaríamos arrancando el B1.3. Infortunadamente todo se nos juntó porque tenemos menos tiempo de descanso y más encima se nos cayó lo de Moodle. Nuevamente pues lo siento, no podemos controlar. Infortunadamente esto tenía que ocurrir así, pero bueno, por lo menos logramos recuperarlo antes de, ya que la idea, uno no era pues ni inventar notas ni tampoco ponerle cero porque no era justificado, ni mucho menos ponerle cinco. La nota debe ser por algo que de verdad se haga de la plataforma. Y pues en el sistema académico ya los grupos están creados, entonces no se puede hacer ningún ajuste en los porcentajes porque en algunos casos me comentaban, ¿no? Y si de pronto se quita este componente y se reparten otra vez los porcentajes, ya es algo interno y ya no se puede hacer. Entonces, digamos que esa es como la solución entre lo que cabe. Entonces, recuerde que les des hacer las dos primeras de cada una de las unidades que tenemos para este ciclo. Para las personas que van ingresando, pues contándoles que, como recordando, repitiéndoles un poquito más bien lo que les había enviado en el correo. Todos están matriculados, es una aula totalmente nueva. Quién sabe si en algún punto de la vida aparezca la copia de seguridad para los que ya habían realizado, pero pues quedó así. ¿Listo? Guys, no sé si tengan alguna pregunta. De modo.
Sí, yo tengo una pregunta. Es que hoy, bueno, hoy ingresé y hice unos ejercicios, los primeros dos de la primera sección.
Mm,
De la, y pues hice también el de, bueno, el instructivo de inicio, el obligatorio, que siempre aparece en la primera parte, ¿no?
sí.
Noté que, este, o sea, respondía bien, respondía la respuesta que exigía, pero aún así me colocaba como si estuviese mal.
En el del training.
Sí, el training, pero o sea, no sé si de pronto también pasarán en otros, en los otros ejercicios. Bueno, no son de escritura, pero o sea, ahí ya tomamos, pues tomé foto porque, o sea, parecía todo escrito como
Sí,
sin espacios extra ni nada, pero pues de todos modos, pues a veces uno le resta nota, ¿no? Entonces,
sí, claro. Pero bueno, estoy mirando. obviamente no estoy proyectando su intento, de pronto si usted lo puede revisar. La de What's your name no le puso el signo de interrogación, por
No,
ejemplo.
no sé, el
Ah,
primer
ese
intento
no.
sí, en el segundo,
Ok.
el segundo,
Ah, ok, no es el segundo. Es que recuerde que la nota saca es promedio, ¿no?
sí, también es promedio.
Aquí ya me di cuenta de un error, Santiago. ¿Le parece si le proyecto en la pantalla?
Sí, no hay problema.
Ah, no, ya estoy proyectando, pensé que no. Fíjense que aquí a The Weekends le faltó la H, por ejemplo.
Ah,
Y la cosa es que de una vez marca todo mal, ¿no? Que eso es como lo incómodo, por decirlo así.
bueno, y esas dos teacher leído ahí como ya para
Vamos
terminar.
a ver. Do you know? Son detalles bobos, Santiago. Mire cómo escribió no.
¿Cuál?
Mire la ortografía de esa palabra, como usted la tiene escrita. Escribió de pronto muy de rapidez. Esas son las letras, pero está desordenado. ¿Sigue cómo escribió no?
Ah, ahí como pienso.
Sí. Es como, en esas dos es eso, básicamente. Y
Ah,
portugués, como hace parte lo que son nacionalidades, idiomas y todo eso, obligatoriamente deben ir en mayúscula. Ujú.
bueno,
Y
listo,
al
bro.
igual que los días de la semana. Listo.
Listo.
Bueno, se solventó.
Bueno, para aceptar de todos modos.
Sí, claro, es
De-
mejor tener ya la seguridad de exactamente qué fue lo que pasó. Listo. Sí, guys, digamos que el training, pues no les comenté en el correo, creo que me falló ese detalle. Igual realizarlo como manera de práctica para quienes están acabando de ingresar, como confirmándoles los dos primeros en el 5 podemos omitir el training. Si ya lo hicieron, igual ese no va a tener un impacto en su nota. Yo descargo el calificador, solo tomo los cuestionarios que les estoy comentando y sobre ese promedio es la nota que se va a colocar en ese componente de la plataforma. ¿Listo? Si ustedes ya al principio se habían puesto al día y estaban avanzando, pues como les contaba, es algo infortunado, pero bueno, esas cosas ojalá no se repitan nunca más. Okay, guys, I'm going to take attendance so we can officially start because tonight we have the idea is to work on our project, right? That's basically the intention. Karen Victoria Acevedo.
Present.
Okay. Steven Santiago Fonseca.
teacher.
Okay. Sergio David Gómez. Okay. Ah. Kiara Lizeth Martínez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jorge Jair Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Okay. Diego Fernando Olarte. It's in the chat. Manuela Ortiz.
Present, teacher.
Okay. John Sebastián Paón. Also in the chat, okay. Beatriz Pedraza.
Teacher.
Okay. Hamilton Peña.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Xiomara Caterina Rincón.
Present.
Okay. Jessica Paola Ríos.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Caterina Alexandra Rodríguez.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Marlon Yesid Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Mendy Fabián Santa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuel Alberto Sepúlveda.
Present, teacher.
Okay. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And Vanessa Zambrano. There you are in the chat. Okay. Very good. Everybody's here tonight. So, as I was telling you guys, the idea is to work on this component of our Unit 8. Yesterday, we officially began Unit 8. Tonight, we will be working on pages 78 and 79. The good thing about this part is that it's pretty simple, pretty light in terms of vocabulary, because also remember that the intention is that we work on our project preparation. in order to work on the advanced, remember that you have to upload it tomorrow. We need it for tomorrow. So let's start. Well, as you can imagine, of course, I always take the pictures and the information here from our book, so you can have like an idea of what it is about. Okay. Here we have two pictures, you know, they are from the first part, and we're going to start with a listening exercise. Let's read the instruction of this exercise. Beatriz, could you read it, please? This instruction.
At the picture, listen and find the person in the picture who is making each request.
Very good. So basically, you're going to listen to different requests. The idea is that according to the information that they give in the conversation, you find the people in the picture, okay? Notice that here, you're going to have two different like conversations. So you're going to find three people from here. Three people from here, and also three people from here. Guys, do you remember the meaning of requests? What is requests?
Como solicitud, Miss.
Very good. That is basically the intention. So we're gonna listen twice. According to what they say, the idea that you discover them, you know? For example, I'm going to say just like a random idea. The first person is sitting on the table with the red shirt. The second person is the one with a white shirt, something like that. That is the intention, that based on what they say, you identify the people. Three people on picture A and three people on picture B. That is like all the information like I'm gonna give you, so it is easy for you to find it. Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions?
No, Miss.
Okay, very good. We're gonna listen twice, of course, in your books, or it's easier for you, but here we have the pictures and they are going to be like your point of reference. Let me share sound and let's listen.
Unit 8, Recording 1. Picture A. 1.
Can I have the bill, please?
2.
Excuse me, can I get past, please?
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Picture B. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
5.
Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet?
Unit 8, Recording 1. Picture A. 1.
Can I have the bill, please?
2.
Excuse me, can I get past, please?
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Picture B. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
5.
Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet?
Let's listen one more time.
Unit 8, Recording 1. Picture A. 1.
Can I have the bill, please?
2.
Excuse me, can I get past, please?
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Picture B. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
5.
Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet?
Okay. We have already listened to the 6 people. The idea was based on what they were saying. Try to, let's say, find them in the pictures. I was telling you that we had 3 people on the first picture and 3 people on the second picture. So what about the first person? Where is him or her? Diego. Let's see the chat. Okay, Diego. Let's ask. Ay, hay un iPhone aquí. Okay, Diego. I guess that we can wait for your answer. So who's the first person? We can use how they are dressed or maybe how, where, sorry, they are located. The first one is the man with the brown coat. Okay, Diego, very good. That would be person number 1. What about the next person? Hamilton, person number 2.
Teacher, I think is the woman with the brown hair.
The woman with the brown hair. They look like they have brown. Listen to people.
With a t-shirt pink.
The
With a
pink t-shirt.
Yes.
That's number 2. That's not number 2. Catherine.
Miss, maybe is the waiter. Waiter.
Very good, the waiter. That one was number 2, right? Actually, the one that Hamilton is pointing out, that was number 3, right? This is the person that was being presented or that was actually speaking in that case. The teacher is the one with the yellow coat. Well, it is not like a coat. It looks more like a vest, right? But that is like the idea. Very good. Someone is in the waiting room. Let's have a look at the second picture. What about number 4, Sebastian? On picture B, just in case. Yes, Sebastian, just. I'm asking number 4, Mandy. You said, I think is a woman with red pants. Pants are always in plural, but not really. That is not number 4. Vanessa.
Teacher, I think is the man studying with yellow t-shirt.
The guy with the yellow t-shirt. Very good. That would be number 4. What about number 5? Karen.
Teacher, I think The number 5 is the people that with blue t-shirt and because they are working here.
Very good. That would be, Mandy also agreed with you. Very good. And then what about number 6? Kiara.
And teacher, I think is the woman with red pants.
Very good. The woman with red pants. Excellent. Here we have the answer key, guys. Just like to make sure to clarify that those were the answers that you were presenting. We had the first guy, the second, and the third, and we have the other 3 pictures. Very good. Do you have any questions from that part, guys? I don't think we do. Great, thank you very much. Well, guys, we're gonna listen, but in this case, it's going to be a kind of dictation, okay? I'm going to display the book once again. Give me a moment. I'm just organizing the track. You already saw it. So this is what we're going to do now, guys. We're going to listen again. It is going to be a kind of dictation, okay? The idea is that you're going to complete each of the conversations, you know, taking into account the information that they say. Probably, but it is not that obvious. As you can imagine, on each line, you are going to write 1 word, only 1 word per line. So that is why I was telling you that this is more like a kind of dictation, you know, not like a listening exercise per se. It is more like a dictating part, okay? So the idea, guys, is to listen and to complete it with 1 word on each line. Questions about the instruction, guys?
No, teacher.
Perfect, thank you very much. I'm gonna, well, it's very short. You already noticed that they speak a little fast. I'm gonna play it twice. I hope that you can actually complete all the conversations. In case that you need 1 extra time, let me know, okay? Let's listen, let's complete.
1.
Can I have the bill, please?
Certainly, sir. 2.
Excuse me. Can I get past, please? Sure.
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Here you are. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
Sure, go ahead. 5.
Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
I'm afraid I need you here at the moment.
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet? Of course not.
Unit 8, Recording 2. 1.
Can I have the bill, please?
Certainly, sir. 2.
Excuse me. Can I get past, please? Sure.
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Here you are. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
Sure, go ahead. 5.
Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
I'm afraid I need you here at the moment.
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet? Of course not.
Unit 8, Recording 2. 1.
Can I have the bill, please?
Certainly, sir. 2.
Excuse me. Can I get past, please? Sure.
3.
Could you pass me the water, please?
Here you are. 4.
Is it all right if I sit here?
Sure, go ahead.
5. Do you mind if I leave a bit early today?
I'm afraid I need you here at the moment.
6.
Would you mind watching my bag while I go to the toilet? Of course not.
Okay, guys, we already listened 3 times. Do you have all the conversations?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, teacher.
You got them? Okay, perfect. Very good. Let's see how you completed them. Manuel, what about number 1?
Number 1 is, can I have the bill, please?
Very good. What about number 2, Maria?
Excuse me, can I get pass, please? Sure.
That was the answer in this case. Very good. Let's have a look at number 3. Marlon. Marlon. Where is Marlon? Mandy, what about number 3? Those 2 words, if you maybe you prefer to type them down.
Teacher, excuse me, I'm driving. I go to my house.
Okay. Be careful. Let me ask then Natalia. What about number 3?
Yes, teacher, number 3. Could you pass me the water, please?
Perfect. Very good. Manuela, what about number 4?
No, teacher, that one I can't listen.
You couldn't listen? Okay. Actually, that was quite long, like a lot of words in this case. Let's ask Santiago for number 4.
Is it all right if I sit here? Sure, go ahead.
Very good. Let's have a look at number 5, Sergio. Sergio. Bueno, Sergio se fue con Marlon. Vanessa, what about number 5?
Teacher, do you mean if I need a bit early today?
Do you mind? Well, you already said the other part. And Xiomara, what about number 6? In your case, question and answer.
Yes, teacher. Would you mean washing my back while I go to the toilet?
Would you mind?
Would you?
That would be it. Very good. So when we are talking about requests, well, I think it's easier if I show you here the answer key, I hope. Very good. Well, guys, notice that when we are talking about requests, actually we have different possibilities. This is the easiest in terms of that probably you are more familiarized with it. That is why I'm not going to expand on this type of vocabulary and grammar tonight. Just like to refresh your memory. When we're talking about requests, probably the most common would be can and could, right? There are other cases like the expression, do you mind or would you mind? Basically, the idea of do you mind and would you mind is pretty much the same. Would you mind is a little bit more formal compared to do you mind? But at the end of the day, the intentionality is pretty much the same. I want to know if the other person is okay with the request that I'm going to ask. So in terms of that part, as I was telling you, probably these grammatical combinations are the most common when we're talking about asking for a request. That was the idea of this part. More like to refresh your memory. But let's go back to the presentation. Well, actually, once again, this image is also on the book. And this is the type of, let's say, responses and requests that we're going to refresh a little bit more tonight. Let's have a look at the information that we have here for the instruction. Jessica, could you read this instruction, please?
Look at the picture. One person wants to do something. What do you think it is? Listen and check. Which person guess what they want in each case?
Very good. Thank you, Jessica. So here we have two pictures. We're going to predict. Usually when we have this type of activities, first we have a look at the image, we make certain predictions, and of course, that is what we are going to do in this moment. Beatriz, if we look at picture A, what do you think is happening in this picture?
Maybe teacher play the round in cycle, or maybe he is proposed Mary and
He's
Jeffrey.
proposing. Maybe we're predicting. Okay, he's proposing. And what was the first thing that you said, Beatriz? Sorry, I didn't really get the idea.
The first opinion, maybe they are playing around cycle.
They are playing around the circle. Okay. What is the name of that attraction? Do you remember, guys, the name of this type of attraction? What we call montaña rusa in Spanish?
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
The roller coaster. Okay, maybe. Very good. In that same line, let's put it like that, Hamilton, what about the second picture? What do you think they want to do?
Teacher, that woman, no, what that woman
Women?
is going to drink
Woman.
in a coffee shop.
Okay, very good. Probably that is going to be it. That's like the information that we can get just by looking at the pictures. Now, this is the context that I need you guys to keep in mind. One person wants to do something. We're gonna listen and let's see if the person that wants to do something actually gets to do what they wanted. So pay attention to the conversation. What they want to do, one of these persons wants to do something. Let's see the activity that they want to do, of course, and at the end, they actually get to do the activity that they want to do. That is the intention on this part, okay? Of course, you will eventually notice that the idea is to pay attention on the requests, but that's what we're going to pay our attention to for the moment. Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions? No questions? Okay, I take your silence as no questions. Let's listen twice.
Unit 8, Recording 4. A.
Come on, shall we go on the roller coaster?
Are you joking? I'm not going to risk my life on that.
Don't worry, I'll look after you. Nothing can go wrong.
Everything can go wrong. Look, I'll go on the big wheel with you, but not the roller coaster.
But this is the best one. You'll love it. Oh, come on. Shall I help you?
Oh, all right. I'll give it a go. But I can't believe I'm doing this.
There, we're in. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand.
Oh yeah, that's really going to help. B.
So I said, no, you can't. And I walked out. No, really? Oh, no. It's not the time. I really need to go. Shall we have a quick coffee? Oh, I'd love to, but I really should go. I'm going to try and go to the gym tomorrow morning. My New Year's resolution. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll give you a lift if you like. I'm parked just over there. I think I'll get the bus. I'm going to do some shopping on the way home. Shall I take you to the supermarket? That's really kind, but there's no need. The bus is fine. Okay. I'll give you a call next week. Okay. Speak to you then. Bye.
Unit 8. Recording 4. A.
Come on. Shall we go on the roller coaster?
Are you joking? I'm not going to risk my life on that.
Don't worry. I'll look after you. Nothing can go wrong.
Everything can go wrong. Look, I'll go on the big wheel with you, but not the roller coaster.
But this is the best one. You'll love it. Oh, come on. Shall I help you?
Oh, all right. I'll give it a go. But I can't believe I'm doing this.
There. We're in. Don't worry. I'll hold your hand.
Oh yeah, that's really going to help.
B.
So I said, no, you can't. And I walked out. No, really? Oh, no. It's not the time. I really need to go. Shall we have a quick coffee? I'm going to try and go to the gym tomorrow morning. My New Year's resolution. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll give you a lift if you like. I'm parked just over there. I think I'll get the bus. I'm going to do some shopping on the way home. Shall I take you to the supermarket? That's really kind, but there's no need. The bus is fine. Okay. I'll give you a call next week. Okay. Speak to you then. Bye.
Okay. So from picture A, what does she want at the end of the day, Jorge? Jorge?
Teacher
Yes,
Jorge
teacher.
said that, okay.
She wanna that he go to the roller coaster.
Okay, that he goes. Very good. That's what she wants. And does she get what she wants? Do they go to the roller coaster, Jorge?
Yes.
Very good. At the end, she like convinces him and they go on the roller coaster. Very good. What about the second person? The second person. Well, yeah, the same. But the second picture, Karen Victoria.
Yes,
The
teacher.
one in white. What does she want?
She is walking and the woman with the white jacket invites her friend to a coffee, but the other woman needs to leave. Types it.
Yeah, good. Needs to leave. It's great. So at the end of the day, do they drink coffee or they go to different places? Karen.
Teacher, I don't know.
Okay, let's ask for help. Who was next here in the list? Catherine. So, do they go for coffee or they go to a different place?
Yes, miss, they are go to a different place because the only one is having time for the coffee, for the quick coffee.
Very good. They end up going to a different place. Very good. Let's have a look once again to our workbook. And we're gonna listen again. As I was telling you, today had a little bit of extra listening. And in this case, the idea, guys, is that you're going to choose the correct answers. Notice that in all of the possibilities from conversation A and conversation B, the idea is to decide which is the correct type of will or shall that they are talking to. That's going to be the idea. Pay attention to the conversations, of course, in order to choose which is the correct form for each one, okay? That is basically what you're going to do. It is not like the dictation from the first activity. In this case, now we have to listen to the whole information and be ready, let's say, to pay attention to these specific parts so you can choose exactly what they were using in the conversation, in this case, talking about the plans or talking about the requests, okay? Guys, questions?
None, please.
Thank you very much. We're gonna listen twice. Let me know if you need a third time.
Unit 8, Recording 4. A.
Come on, shall we go on the roller coaster?
Are you joking? I'm not going to risk my life on that.
Don't worry, I'll look after you. Nothing can go wrong.
Everything can go wrong. Look, I'll go on the big wheel with you, but not the roller coaster.
But this is the best one. You'll love it. Oh, come on. Shall I help you?
Oh, all right. I'll give it a go. But I can't believe I'm doing this.
There, we're in. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand.
Oh yeah, that's really going to help.
B.
So I said, no, you can't. And I walked out. No, really? Oh, no. It's not the time. I really need to go. Shall we have a quick coffee? Oh, I'd love to, but I really should go. I'm going to try and go to the gym tomorrow morning. My New Year's resolution. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll give you a lift if you like. I'm parked just over there. I think I'll get the bus. I'm going to do some shopping on the way home. Shall I take you to the supermarket? That's really kind, but there's no need. The bus is fine. Okay. I'll give you a call next week. Okay. Speak to you then. Bye.
Unit 8, Recording 4. A.
Come on, shall we go on the roller coaster?
Are you joking? I'm not going to risk my life on that.
Don't worry, I'll look after you. Nothing can go wrong.
Everything can go wrong. Look, I'll go on the big wheel with you, but not the roller coaster.
But this is the best one. You'll love it. Oh, come on. Shall I help you?
Oh, all right. I'll give it a go. But I can't believe I'm doing this.
There, we're in. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand.
Oh yeah, that's really going to help.
B.
So I said, no, you can't. And I walked out. No, really? Oh, no. Is that the time? I really need to go. Shall we have a quick coffee? Oh, I'd love to, but I really should go. I'm going to try and go to the gym tomorrow morning. My New Year's resolution. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll give you a lift if you like. I'm parked just over there. I think I'll get the bus. I'm going to do some shopping on the way home. Shall I take you to the supermarket? That's really kind, but there's no need. The bus is fine. Okay. I'll give you a call next week. Okay. Speak to you then. Bye.
Okay, guys, did you get all the answers?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, great, as usual, very good. I always ask, I prefer to ask. Let's see. What about number 1, Jessica? Jessica?
Me. She will go on the roller coaster.
Shall we? Very good. Yes, that's the first one. Xiomara, what about number 2? But all the sentence.
The first option, teacher.
Sorry, Xiomara, I didn't hear you.
The first option. I'll go on the big wheel with you, but not the roller coaster.
Perfect, very good. That was the second one. What about number 3? Vanessa.
Should I help you?
Very good. And from conversation 1, what about number 4, Sergio? Sergio. Sergio no está. Santiago, what about number 4?
All right, I'll give it a go.
Very good. Now, conversation B, number 5. Manuela.
Number 5, shall we have a quick coffee?
Very good. What about number 6, Natalia?
Number 6, I'm going to try and go to the gym tomorrow morning.
Very good. What about number 7, Mandy? I don't know if you're still driving.
Teacher, maybe I'll do some shopping on the way home.
I'll? But that is not the one that was used in the conversation.
I'm going to do some shopping on the way home.
Yeah, that was the one that they used in that case, particularly. And what about number 8, Maria?
Shall I take you to the supermarket?
Very good. Okay, guys. And in this case, we're talking about, let's say, the other type of words. Specifically when we're talking about the future, right? That is like one of the ideas when we're talking about shall and we. Let me share the screen. In this case, going back to the presentation. And maybe, guys, you're wondering what could be the difference between shall and will when we are talking about the future. First of all, let's refresh our memory a little bit. Probably when we talk about the future, will is one of the most common grammatical structures that we are going to use. We already know that there are some like teeny tiny differences among all the different possibilities that we have, but will is definitely the most common one. We already know that it's about the future, but in this context, we can also use will when we're talking about a decision that is made at the moment of speaking. Different, for example, if it is not on this slide, but I'm sure you remember, different from going to. We already know that when we use going to because there is an arrangement or a plan. That is like the grammatical intention inside of it. If we have a look at these examples, we can recognize that probably the person made the decision just in that moment. It was not a plan. If I say, I'll have the vegetable soup, please. Probably the context is like the person is on a restaurant, the person was looking at the menu, and then in that moment, that's the decision that the person made. It was not something arranged. Or for example, let's imagine that the phone rings. In that moment, immediately you say, I'll answer it, okay? Because that is something that was happening in that precise moment. That's the intention. And another example says, so that's the plan. We'll check the sales figures and you check the expenses. Once again, probably there was a conversation. Notice that compared to the other two examples, it looks like probably in a more formal or probably, let's say like a business meeting. Why not? And that is a decision that they made. One person is in charge of having a look at the sales figures and another person is in charge of checking the expenses. But at the end of the day, any of these three examples is talking about exactly the same thing. That decision made in that moment while you were speaking, not a plan. And of course, we already know that we can use will talking about requests. In this case, we use the question form because that's precisely the idea. We are asking the person, another person at the end of the day to do something, and making the questions is as we already know. In that case, we don't make any transformations to the verbs as you already know. What happens with shall? You know, first of all, let me see the chat before I continue. Okay, let's have a look at this information to see if I can answer your question. Shall is considered a kind of alternative, like another version of will, you know, in terms of requests. We are going to keep it like on that idea, on that context. What is going to be probably the situation? First of all, that shall is more common in literary works. I'm not saying that it is not common in conversations. We already noticed from the listening part that actually people use it in conversations. But you know that languages keep on changing, you know, and if we want to be current in terms of those uses, we can say that in modern English, will is more common for affirmative and negative sentences. Once again, more common, usually, like the tendency goes on that type of use. I'm not telling you that it would be incorrect to use it on a negative form. Of course, you can use it on a negative form, but once again, I'm like letting you know what is the most common use that will has. Once again, affirmative or negative. Shall is usually more common to be found in questions talking about I, or when you make questions with we. And of course, it is more common in British English. So it is not incorrect. Of course, it is correct. Shall is another version of will that it is a little bit more common in literature. It doesn't mean that it is incorrect or outdated. Of course, you can use it. It is a little bit more common in British English. And due to the, let's say, use of language, will is going to be more present when the statements are affirmative and negative. More present, but at the end of the day, you use it in like wherever you want it, whenever you want. Let me see the chat. It was a question for me. Yes, basically that's the idea. Very good. Once again, notice the forms that we can make shall in a statement. We can use it with any pronoun or plural or singular. Just like any modal, because at the end of the day, shall belongs to the family of modals. Let's put it like that. We don't make any transformation to the verb. Not in the case of he, she, it. We have shall help. There aren't any transformations. The negative form of shall is chant. Okay. Once again, it is more common in spoken English, but You may find it in written form. Once again, it is not impossible. We're talking about that. It is just more common. And well, just like any other modal, when we want to make the question, notice that we change the order of the words. First shall, and then the pronoun. And once again, keep in mind, you can make any question using shall, but which are the most, let's say, common versions of the questions using I and using we. Okay? So in conclusion, it's a synonym of will, more, let's say, used or more present in British English. Guys, from this slide, talking about shall, do you have any questions?
Not yet, Miss.
Okay, good. When you say no yet, nice. So we already know will, future, the request is for the moment. Also shall has some uses if you want to have like those very specific contexts in your mind. First of all, to make offers, remember when we're using I and we. Shall we help you with the bags? Where shall I drop you off? Outside your office? That would be it. To make suggestions, of course, we keep on the idea of the suggestions. Notice that we can use it with yes, no questions or information questions. It is not a restriction only to yes, no questions that we may think. And we're talking about formal obligations. Keep in mind that shall belongs to the literature world, let's put it like that. So that is why it's considered a little bit more formal. But anyway, keep in mind, you decide when to use it. That's up to you. When we're talking about promises, shall can be also used on that context and to describe the future very formal. So it is not only for the requests that we already know, like the same case, sorry, of will. There are other uses that we can keep in mind, like other contexts when we are talking about shall, to keep in mind. You may be thinking then, at the end of the day, if we have these two words, will and shall, what is the best use? You know, like what to use? One, keep in mind that you can use, of course, talking about these two in particular, you can use whatever you want, because at the end of the day, there won't be any problems in terms of communication. You will communicate perfectly. But maybe if you want like to be more precise, and that's okay, keep this information in mind. Will would be for affirmative and negative statements about the future, and of course, talking about requests. You can use shall, once again, to make offers and suggestions, especially if you are using these pronouns. If you want to say, will we, blah, 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 it's okay. But instead of will we, now you know that you can say, shall we, etc., etc., etc. That's up to you. So in case that you're talking about an offer or a request using I or using we, now you know that shall is a very good possibility to be used. And keep in mind, it belongs to literature. It belongs to, I'm not going to say ancient, but to a very long time ago use of English. So shall is going to have that formal, let's say, air, you know, especially when we are talking about obligations. That is also like the idea. But I always say the same and I keep it. At the end of the day, we use whatever we want. Just keep in mind that there are other characteristics that can be a good point of reference if you want to use will or if you want to use shall. Once again, British English is going to be more used in this case when we're talking about shall, but you can use it. It doesn't matter if you're talking about, if you're talking to a person from America, that's just fine. Well, guys, questions from this part? Okay. As Manuela said, not yet. I guess it's Manuela, right? Well, guys, it's time to talk about our project. The good thing, we were just going to have a look at requests in terms of content. Let me refresh your memory a little bit. This is what you will be working on tonight. The 18, okay. Here we have working on the development of your second advance. Hamilton was asking about that yesterday, but anyway, I'm going to repeat the information tonight. Remember that you are going to start working on that audiovisual aid. There must be an audiovisual aid. You decide any application that you want to use. That's up to you. Prezi, Canva, Powtoon, PowerPoint, whatever. You decide. We're going to start creating little by little all those aspects that have to be present on your presentation. Remember, guys, that for this second advance, you are working only, be careful, only on these 3 moments: type of event, when it happened, and how it happened. So that means that from the information that you shared on the first advance on the previous cycle, you are not going to use everything, okay? Only these 3 aspects that are being requested. It says PDFs won't be accepted, but the idea that I can make comments. I can make comments on PDF. Actually, I don't really mind. That's information that it is on the folder, on the format, sorry. But if I can make comments, it is perfect. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to create the breakout rooms. Remember, guys, that the idea that all of you go to the breakout room that corresponds to your number. There are 19 people, so that means that there are 19 breakout rooms. You are going to go to the room that belongs to you. And guys, keep in mind, that the deadline for the project is tomorrow. I can't tell you that probably you have more time, because remember that we only have 1 day off, that is Friday. And then on Friday, I have to check the exams, check the projects, and start uploading grades to the system. The only grade that we were, let's say, allowed to assign more time was Moodle, that I told you until Saturday. But I can't tell you that everything on Saturday, because otherwise I won't have enough time to grade everything. Santiago, yes, tell me.
Teacher, I want to ask you, what is the date of the exam? This Thursday or Friday? Friday is the
Thursday.
day of?
Yeah, Thursday
Thursday?
is the exam, and Friday is the day off. Yes, Santiago.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I actually hadn't sent you guys the message where I like tell you, okay, this is the final part of the cycle, because I was waiting for the information of Moodle. Now we already know, so I said, okay, I don't want to send 2 emails the same day. So I'm going to send that email tomorrow, like to refresh your memory, but yes. On Thursday, we would have our final exam. And well, because of that, all of us have to run. Let's put it like that. Because I need to get the grades and stuff, so we can start. No, we cannot, because we have to start on Monday, the 17th. In case that you have any question in particular, call me. Let me know so I can visit you. I hope that I can visit as many of you guys as possible. I was telling you yesterday, probably some of you have very clear the path that you have to follow. That you said, okay, actually don't really need any type of guidance or support. Maybe some of you already decided that there are some questions that you want to ask to make sure that you are doing the task properly. So let me know. Okay. I get it. I get it. Remember, guys, here we have the folder where you are going to upload the second advance. It is already in the presentation that I shared with you the first day, but anyway, I'm going to send it here as well, just in case. Tomorrow, remember, you have until midnight to upload it, because as I was telling you, then I have to grade them as soon as possible. Guys, did you have any questions before I send you to your groups? Well, yeah, to your rooms, actually. Okay. Don't forget, let me know if you have any question. Let's go. Hi,
Hi,
Diego.
teacher.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Doing
Fine,
great.
teacher. Profe, es que, bueno, ¿cómo te explico? No hay problema, o sea, la idea es hacer un video, ¿no?
Pero el video es al final, final, final. Por el momento solo es como la ayuda visual, porque la intención es que al final en el video sea ustedes grabándose haciendo una presentación. Entonces, pues, por el
No
momento
sé
solo
si,
es el fondo, por decirlo así.
es que yo tengo una idea, pero no sé si eso se puede. Es que yo quiero hacer, pues, no sé si viste el primer archivo, esto es de un paseo, que es bastante significativo para mí, ¿sí? Porque pues fue técnicamente el último viaje que hicimos con mi mamá, ¿sí?
Sí.
Entonces quiero hacer como una especie de tributo a ella, no sé si me va a entender. Y pues yo quería utilizar como Premiere, After Effects, o sea, hacerlo con todas las de la ley.
Sí.
Pero entonces la cosa es, no sé si obligatoriamente tenga que verse mi cara, o puedo hacer directamente, mostrar como videos de ese paseo, contarlo, qué fue lo que pasó, bueno, todo eso.
Sí, Diego, es que esa es la cosa, porque la idea está chévere, pero tratar, pues bueno, ojalá usted sea bien diestro en lo que es la edición y eso, porque los parámetros es que salga el estudiante, se vea la cara, ¿sí? Entonces, ya sea según como usted
Técnicamente
logre
sí
hacer,
saldría, pero pues lo que
hablando.
te digo. Sí, y pues mostraría fotos, pero es que lo que pasa es que ese paseo es del 2012. O sea, pues como me veía hace 10 años ahorita, pues sí.
Sí.
Pero pues la gracia es como hacerlo pues lo más profesional posible, o sea, con música de fondo, bueno, todo, sí, o sea, que sea un tributo con todas las de la ley.
Sí, sí, Diego, porque obviamente suena súper chévere, pero esa es la cuestión, que salga, digamos, usted, Diego actual, presentando los eventos que ocurrieron en ese video. Sí, pues con todo el material que usted va a recopilar
Sí,
al
sí,
momento
sí.
de hacer, digamos, el video final. Entonces, esa es la cosa. Que, digamos, es decir, digamos que por ahora, lo que va construyendo en el video, todavía usted no aparece, por decirlo así. Entonces, lo que usted va a incluir en este segundo avance, esas son esas tres cositas que me cuenten esas tres cosas, en eso que usted va a empezar a crear. Teniendo como base, teniendo sí como muy presente que al final en la presentación del B1.5 usted tiene que hablar, ¿listo? Entonces, no sé eso cómo de alguna manera lo logra usted acomodar en lo que tiene en mente, que me parece súper chévere, Diego.
Es que pues tengo una idea, pues no sé si eso pues cubre por lo menos ese parámetro de que me vea. No sé si al principio del video, o sea, como que lo presento y ya después como que transporto la escena a lo que pasó, ¿sí? Si me hago entender, o sea, como que al principio me presento, bueno, empiezo como a hablarlo y ya después, pues, obviamente me difumino y empiezo a hablar como tal del evento. Y no sé si ya con esa escena, tal vez de unos 15, 20 segundos, pues ya, y pues compruebo que soy yo el que está hablando y ya entro
Sí.
como tal en el relato.
Sí, yo creo que sí. Sí, Diego.
Listo, profe.
¿Cómo se lo
Y
hace?
si
¿Qué puede
quería
diseñar?
preguntar, o sea, lo que pasa es que, ¿cómo me hago entender? A mí me toma más o menos un fin de semana entero hacerlo para hacerlo como lo quiero hacer, ¿sí? No sé si mientras tanto, tal vez nivel 2 y 3 puedo presentar presentaciones de PowerPoint, pero realmente lo que va a quedar, pues, sería diferente, ¿sí? Porque, pues, no sé cómo, o sea, para que se pudiera ver el archivo de After y todo eso, que sí es como más complicado, entonces, para no estar renderizando a cada rato, sino tal vez como una idea de más o menos qué va a aparecer en unas diapositivas, pero pues el producto final sí va a ser bastante diferente. De paso, pues sí me gustaría que para sumarse también fuera como una sorpresa, como que no fuera como que ya llevo 5 meses viendo lo que está haciendo Diego, sino que sea diferente, si me hago entender. Pero
Ok, Diego. Sí, perfecto. Me parece bien, sí.
listo, entonces voy a preparar como diapositivas de lo que va relacionado y pues ya las sorpresas al final, en el
Ok.
módulo 5.
Ok, Diego, súper. Muy bien.
Listo, teacher, muchas gracias.
Bueno, Diego, welcome. See you. Bye. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jorge. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was having a look at another presentation. Tell me.
Hi,
Okay.
teacher. Era para
Vamos,
consultarle si debía agregar algo más.
bueno,
O
vamos
s-
a
o s-
revisar. Si es que esta primera, como es tan cortica, ¿no? Este primer avance es chiquitico. La sí, ¿le puede poner como
¿Le
en modo
envío el link por el
presentación,
chat?
Jorge? No, todavía no, porque sí hay que hacer algún.
Ah, ok.
Ah, bueno, aquí veo bien. Listo. La primera es la foto,
La
¿cierto?
primera es esta.
Listo, sí, señor.
Ahí
La
solo
sé.
tengo el nombre.
Sí, perfecto.
Acá tengo
Es
la
el evento.
fecha
Date of my
seleccionada con un
graduation.
calendario.
Pero técnicamente, Jorge, ¿cuál es exactamente la fecha?
El 14 de octubre.
Si quiere, póngame 14 de octubre.
Ah, ok. Sí, voy a cambiar el calendario. Listo.
No, me parece que está bonito. Si quiere, ahí en el post-it, colóquenle 14 de octubre.
Ah, ok. Listo.
Porque me parece un layout chévere. Y la tercera, que es How It Happened. Then from electronic engineering, I had to suspend my studies for two personal reasons. I started studying at the new.
Yo la hice al revés, queda mejor.
Ay, perdón, sí, sí, Jorge, le voy a pedir el favor que lo cambie. Sí, porque yo iba a decir, pero porque siento que voy de para atrás. Ah, pero es que el cuadrito está. Es como por la costumbre, ¿no? De la organización, que es
Ah, ok, listo, profe.
de arriba para abajo en la secuencia. Pero bueno, digamos que yo ya sé que es de abajo hacia arriba, que también es una secuencia, ¿vale? Que obviamente los colores cuadran. No, yo lo tengo presente. Igual cuando usted vaya a presentar el video, pues, bueno, veo 1.5 suena lejísimo, ¿no? Pero obviamente no lo es. Usted pues hará también la presentación así, haciendo referencia a ese orden. No, Jorge, no lo cambie.
Ah,
A mí
bueno,
me parece
listo.
que sí está bien, sí, yo ya luego me ubico mejor. Ya usted diciéndome, yo ya me acuerdo. Me parece que ya tiene los 3 primeros aspectos que se requieren.
Aquí no debo detallar nada más, simplemente
Sí,
está
no.
bien así.
Sí, porque eventualmente si se quiere entrar en más detalles, si quiere contar un poquito más, ya es en el video, para que en el video no parezca que usted está leyendo. Entonces,
Ah, ok,
esta información que
vale.
fue la que usted eventualmente pues también usó en la primera entrega, por decirlo así, en la que está acá, pero ya en el video la idea es que sea eso, que usted expanda un poquito más en cada año para que, como le digo, no se sienta que, pero me leyó. No, bueno, ahí está la información principal y usted agregó más detalles para enriquecer lo que usted está compartiendo acá.
Ah, bueno, listo. Yo cambio igual el orden porque me parece más ordenado así comenzar.
Bueno, listo, Jorge, perfecto.
Listo, profe, gracias por el
Listo.
consejo.
Ok, perfecto, muy bien. Listo, Jorge. Bye.
Vale, profe. Hasta luego.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Manuel, give me a second. The coordinator send me a message. Just 1 second and then I reply.
Okay, it's fine.
Ahora sí, el micrófono lo abrí. Listo.
Listo.
Ok.
Bueno, pues es que como veo que la información es muy específica, entonces no sé si de pronto la entendí mal. Entonces, bueno, tipo de evento es un bautismo católico,
Ujú.
Catholic Baptism, date of event, October 2nd, 2021. And how it happened. I made like a small, really short explanation of what happened there.
Okay. The guests arrived at the place of celebration. Many received the ritual and got their heads washed up with holy water as a sign of their Catholic start. Ok, sí, porque bueno, se siente que es poquito en el momento, perdón, Manuel, porque la idea es que eventualmente cuando estén ustedes presentando esa información en el video, ustedes se expandan un poquito más. Entonces tenga como presente qué más va a decir. Ahora bien, no es irnos al otro extremo de poner exactamente cada cosa porque se va a sentir como si usted estuviera leyendo, ¿cierto?
Claro.
Entonces, como la típica de cuando uno hace una exposición, como los puntos claves de eso es de lo que usted se va a agarrar para luego usted decir un poquito más. De pronto se podría agregar, pues dependiendo obviamente de la información que usted tenga, dos detallitos más para que no nos quede esa diapositiva tan sola y si es posible, de pronto alguna imagen, obviamente que si se quiera compartir de ese evento en particular. No sé si tenga más
Vale.
información de este pedacito. No recuerdo.
Ahora
La verdad no me
mismo,
acuerdo.
ok. Pues sí, profe, pues digamos quería poner, sí, las fotos y eso, pero esas no las tengo, o sea, no las tengo yo, las tiene
Ok.
mi hermana, pero pues ahora mismo no podría y de pronto para esa
Hmm,
presentación no, pero sí para la final.
sí, sí. Bueno, listo, perfecto. Sí, porque ahorita es más que todo como empezar a distribuir la información. Pero sí, yo diría que sí, de pronto agregarle dos detalles más para que no parezca solo dos líneas este segundo avance.
Vale, profe, porque creo que la puedo presentar así como en forma de secuencia, como en forma ¿cómo se llaman esos? Como de lista, de
Ok.
pronto sea un poco mejor.
Sí, sí. Sí, sí, señor, eso. Y si teniendo siempre presente que usted va a agregar eventualmente en B1.5 un poquito más.
Ok,
Para que, pero sí, sí,
pero
este
en
primero es
términos
bastante
generales,
como, sí, señor, sí, claro, sí, porque ese primero es bastante reducido realmente, entonces, pero está perfecto, sí, señor.
vale, profe, no, era eso, listo,
Listo,
muchas
muy bien,
gracias,
perfecto, bueno, bye.
chao.
Bye, Catherine.
Jaime.
Llegué, llegué de una. Está terminando
Yeah.
con Manuel, menos mal. Se fue
Okay.
rápido y furioso.
Okay.
Cuéntenme.
About my special day. It's about my graduation. It happened in Bucaramanga, March 2020, before we were confined to our homes by COVID-19. And this was in the intermediate auditorium at the university. If a little bit the most important, I most completely, but
Okay. Yeah, for the moment, only those three aspects. This first part, good. I think that this second part is too long to be presented. I know. Ay, no se me vuelve. Acá bien. Acá, miremos acá. Está muy veloz. Entonces se pasa a la otra slide. Yo sé que esa es la información que tú me vas a decir de cómo ocurrió. Y la cosa es eso, que no parezca que estás leyendo.
okay.
Entonces, más poquito acá porque yo sé que en el video de B1.5 esto sí me lo va a decir, pero entonces dejar como más reducido puntos claves, porque nuevamente yo sé que esto viene ya en detalle más adelante,
Okay.
porque incluso
Entonces, lo puedo reducir, ¿sí? Como
sí,
hasta donde dice COVID-19 y ya.
Sí, de hecho sí. Ujú. Sí, porque lo demás siento que es como una explicación que usted cuenta de, a pesar de la situación, fue el momento que usted había soñado. Sí, dejarlo hasta COVID-19, sí, señor. Y ya queda incluso más apelín a la vista. Incluso, bueno, usted no se da cuenta, pero a mí no me sale
Sí.
toda la información completa. Precisamente por lo que toda la
Ah,
diapositiva está llena, la barrita de abajo le robaba dos renglones. Entonces, imagínate.
no
Y,
centímetros.
y me deja ver la última, por favor.
Y la última es la que estoy terminando acerca, pero eso es más como de las
Ok.
personas, decía de las personas que quiénes estaban, algo así. Entonces,
Pero ese todavía no va en este avance, Catherine.
no, entonces quito esta.
Sí, todavía no. Entonces, por el momento es el cuándo, el tipo de evento y cómo ocurrió.
Okay.
Este es
El tipo de
bastante
evento,
cortico.
entonces, sí, pongo así como acá en My Day Special y meto una acá en intermedio como fue mi grado de psicología o algo así.
Ujú, exacto, sí, señora.
Ahí como
Special
en
Day.
estas dos. Sí.
Ujú, sí, eso. Entonces, como que específicamente el evento, entonces ya queda ahí explícito que usted está hablando de su graduación de psicóloga. Ujú,
Listo. Y creería
súper.
pues que no, porque esta es más cortica. Es que esta sí,
Sí. Sí, es que las
realmente.
duras son usualmente la primera y la última.
Ok, Miss.
Sí, porque primero es como que toda la información en la última ya en la presentación oficial y en los intermedios como que lo vamos construyendo a poquito, entonces uno siente que como que no está haciendo nada, pero no, tampoco están así. Es porque ustedes ya entregaron toda el alma en la primera entrega, pero no. La idea es que vamos construyéndola de a poquito hasta llegar a B1.5, que ya es el video final.
Ok, Miss. Listo, Miss. Thank
Listo.
you.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Marlon. Good evening.
Hi, teacher. I'm very sick.
Oh, my God. Ay, Dios
Mm.
santo, qué horror.
Mm. Ah, I share my screen.
Okay.
My presentation is very simple. In this moment, uh, is birth of my son,
Ujú,
and have two moments: when happened and how happened.
ujú.
So I add some images, uh, and
Ay, Marlon, usted está muy enfermo.
uy, sí, profe, estoy bastante maluco.
Ok. Marlon, ahí yo veo las correcciones que yo le hice en el texto, pilas, ¿no?
Sí.
Ujú. Porque, por ejemplo, en el que está entre comillas, Donde dice I, my water broke, el I es de eliminar, ¿no? Entonces pilas con eso.
Ajá. Ah, sí,
Listo.
sí, claro. Pero no sé si así esté bien o haya que agregarle algo más.
No le voy a leer para que no lee tos.
Ujú.
Ah, ujú. Listo. Entonces, este segundo avance, pues digamos que tiene menos carga comparado al primero y al último, porque usualmente el primero y el último son los más pesados. El primero porque es toda la información, el último la presentación. Entonces,
Ujú.
yo creo que la sospecha de que todos sienten que no están haciendo nada, no es que este realmente es bastante corto.
Ah,
Solo
ok.
los tres aspectos ya están, que está claro el evento, cuándo y cómo ocurrió. Solo
Ujú.
que lo único que les digo es, tengan la proyección que eventualmente cuando ustedes estén haciendo el video, no se sienta como que que ustedes, perdón, están leyendo la diapositiva. Listo. Ok.
Ajá.
Esta es la información. Yo estoy segura que usted probablemente va a agregar un poco más. O si de pronto, en vez de colocar el párrafo, quiera editar el texto de tal manera que se vea como más, ¿cuál presentación? Como que las
Ujú.
ideas principales que eventualmente usted va a expandir en el B1.5. Entonces, es solo como eso. Porque se dice, no, me parece que lo que tengo acá está preciso porque yo voy a decir aún más de lo que está ahí, súper bien. Pero siempre es
Ujú.
como mi consejo. Proyéctense que no se sienta que ustedes están leyendo. Es eso.
Ah, ok. Ok, teacher. Voy a ajustar eso
Mm.
y lo
¿Sí?
subo.
Perfecto. Y sí, son esas tres diapositivas, sí, señor.
Ah, listo.
Listo, bueno, Marlene, cuídese.
Sí, señor.
Bye, bye.
Vale. Bye.
Well, guys, welcome back. This is just to wrap up our session. Keep in mind that you have until tomorrow. You already know the deadline. We have around midnight to upload your presentation. Just a general thing. I know that this feels like a short presentation, but remember that what we are doing is to divide all that you created on the first advance. We're going to divide it into B.2, point 2, point 3, and point 4, and then in B1.5 is going to be the final presentation. So yes, this advance looks shorter because it is shorter. Remember, only those 3 aspects that are being requested: the type of event, when it happened, and how it happened. That's it. You don't need to advance like anymore. Well, guys, that will be it for tonight. And don't forget to send it tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.